Hello, HempKnight79 here with another part of my special review. It's on a yellow bush, you know. Now, sorry. Oh dear. So the next one, SP. We've done S, strength. We've done P, perception. We've now got E for endurance. We'll be looking at endurance, but as usual, we have a message from our sponsors, Vault-Tec.
Following total atomic annihilation, the rebuilding of this great nation of ours may fall to you. That's why we at Vault-Tec have prepared these educational materials for you to better understand the 7 defining attributes that make you special. Our topic today is endurance. We will all be faced with many new and unfamiliar health risks, such as infection, sudden loss of limb, and above all, harmful radiation. Fortunately, your formidable endurance has turned your body into a hard-working machine that can resist the harmful effects of radiation and physical violence. Like any machine, then, your body must be well maintained to stay in tip-top shape. While average Joes will survive on old packaged standbys, your ironclad insides will allow you to seek fresh meat. Radiation poisoning may have enlarged your favorite meals. This means more healthful nutrition for you. Take caution not to bite off more than you can chew. Endurance can also provide new options for food, some of which can be an acquired taste. Gone are the days of exercising for fun. Instead, you will need to combine athletics with crucial survival activities. The greater your endurance, the further you can go. Just be certain to be mindful of others. Build your endurance, and soon you will find ways that it improves your life above ground. Added confidence in the swimming pool, stronger, more resilient limbs to keep the flesh of your fellow man can provide. Regularly study your Vault-Tec provided materials to prepare for survival. And to answer the question, do you know what makes you special?
So there we go, endurance. Nice little message about endurance and what it'll benefit there. So let's have a look at the actual endurance stat. So we get endurance training, and it is a measure of your overall physical fitness. It affects your total health and the action point drained from sprinting. And you now instantly gain 1 point. That's just from leveling up. So you can put points into there at any point. So starting out wise, you'd want a few points in endurance just to get your HP up more than anything else. I tend not to sprint everywhere at all because I'm always creeping about. You still move quite fast in creeping. There are times when, yes, I will need to sprint to get out of a sticky situation and things like that, and it will come in handy. So, you know, all the way up to top, it doesn't give anything if you get it to, you know, there's no benefits. So at toughness 1, which you get anyway, you can't go lower than 1. And rank, you know, at level 1, straight away the first perk point, if you so choose, could go into toughness. So if nothing else, you can take a beating. You instantly gain plus 10 damage resistance. So this is going to be like the one from perception for the energy. So this is damage resistance. Don't know whether it applies to all, but say it's just bullets. Very handy early on. I have picked this perk up on my main playthrough. I'm just looking at a character here that I've started again with, but on my main playthrough I have picked toughness up. It's one I've gone for. So yeah, we'll just have a look. 20, 30, 40. So there's nothing else. It's just 10 points each one. And you're looking at sort of level 1, level 9, level 18, level 31, level 46. How important it'll be later on, you know, early on, 10 to 20 could help. But whether it'll make that much of an impact later on when you've got heavier armour and you're running around in the power armour would be, you know, it'd be debatable. But as I said with the perception one, it's damage reduction. It keeps you alive. So how much value do you put on being alive, really? I'll let you make the choice there. Me, personally, a lot, so I'll probably be getting leveled up to the max. So, with Endurance 2, we've got Lead Belly. Your digestive tract is adjusted to the weirdness of the wasteland, and you take less radiation from eating or drinking. Now, there's quite a few radioactive materials out there that restore quite a lot of HP. Everything that I've taken so far does it over time, but I've heard rumours, I don't know if they're true, there's a couple of items that will instantly give you your HP back. Now, the problem with radiation, for example, something heals you for 30 but gives you 10 radiation, you're effectively only getting 20 HP back from that. And then, your radiation bar stays there until you take a Rad-X or rad removal, or you see a doctor to get rid of your rads. And it permanently reduces your HP. There's been times where, there'll be a time possibly when you're stuck out in the wilderness, you've just finished a mission, you're on really low HP, you've cleared the mission, you've done it, you've survived, you forget to do a quick save, and you've got no food or anything left on you because you've used it all to get through the mission. The only thing that is there is this pool of muddy water that, you could drink it, but you're going to get rads from it, so it's going to reduce your health. So you decide, oh shit, because I'm going to get radiation from it, I'll try get into this building, and out jump up a load of radiation, more rats, and because you're on low HP, they kill you. You can get overwhelmed by the creatures of the waste. So potentially it's got it's got a good use, this one, the Lead Belly. It's gonna help you in those oh shit moments, in those clutch moments where you're going to die. And can you imagine getting through that hell of a mission, forgetting to autosave, you're on low HP, you've got nothing left, you take a walk round a corner, and a mole rat kills you because you're on low HP. You're going to be pissed. You're going to be so pissed off, I would imagine monitors will go through windows on that one. Whereas, and because you've made the conscious choice that I'm not going to use that wastewater because it'll give me rads. Personally, I'd just drink it anyway to get my health up, but that's going to help with it. And you get it Endurance 2, it's not hard to get to Endurance 2. So it's the next one, you take even less radiation from drinking. And there we go, at level 3, at level 17, you take no radiation from eating or drinking. It's worth picking up at level 3. It's one of those, when I get to sort of level 17, I'll start looking, okay, so I've got perk points to spend, because the way I play games like this is, if I get a perk point, great, I've got a perk point. There's a couple that I pick up straight away, but then as I start to get level 10 and my character's coping okay, I'll start saving them up until I get to break points, like certain level points, and then I'll ditch them all into one, so I've got the full skill range. This would be one of those, if I was getting to level 14, so I would use level 15, 16 and 17, all those 3 levels would go into Lead Belly, so that when I'm 17, I can use everything then. In the wilds, I can drink wastewater, I can drink this, this, and this, and always be on the heal, on the mend. Very, very good perk to pick up, guys, and I'd definitely make sure that by the time you're level 17, make sure you save 3 points for that. It's worth having. It's really worth having. Mind you get loads of stim packs anyway, so. Right, Endurance 3, Lifegiver. You embody wellness, instantly gain plus 20 maximum health. Yeah, I like that. That's like getting bonus endurance with 1 perk point. So that would be 40 at level 8. And at level 20, that's plus 60 health and slowly regenerate lost health. Yeah. Combine that with Lead Belly. So at level 20, is it? Yeah, I combine with Lead Belly. You're just always going to be on the mend. And you're going to reduce the amount of rads that you take. It's only really going to be the radiation kind of bugs that give you your rads and walking into dangerous places. So, then at that point, you're also going to be able to look at your armour and start thinking, well, hang on a minute, I don't really need all this radiation resistance. I can maybe change out this gas mask that I'm wearing for a faceplate that gives me damage reduction instead. These are with perks like this, they're the decisions that you can make. Again, Lifegiver, one that I would pick up, and I would make sure that by every level that I'm able to unlock this, that's going to be one of my first choices. And you only need Endurance 3 as well. Right, so Endurance 4, Chem Resistance. All the rush without the hassle. You're 50% less likely to get addicted when consuming chems. I haven't used chems much yet because I've not really found many points, but looking at the benefits that the chems, they give you stat bonuses, and then you've got like a chem called Jet that reduces time, it slows down time for 10 seconds, which there's, in one of the game, my own game, there's a satellite station. And in the satellite station, there's a raider with a minigun. I was having so much trouble killing it. Absolutely, it was just rinsing me. And then I thought, shit, I've got some chems here. So I put Jet onto my bar, and I hit the Jet, poked round the corner. With that, using a rifle, I managed to get 3 headshots on it, and then tuck back into the corner and run off. And I was able to do that and do the targeting and everything before the raider with the minigun was able to turn on me. So I avoided all damage coming in, and I put out quite a lot of damage, and it made that fight really easy. So how likely you are to get addicted to those meds, I don't know, because I've only used one. So let's have a look at the second rank of Chem Resistance. So you're completely immune to chem addiction for level 22. Possibly worth picking up if you find it yourself. You like using the chems and you like the boosts that you get. If you get addicted to them, you probably, I don't know how the mechanic works. I'm assuming, which you shouldn't do because it makes an ass of you and me, I know. But I'm assuming that you'll start taking like reduction in stats or a bit of damage because you're addicted and you need that hit. So if you're going to use a lot of these chemicals, and there's a lot of them out there, and with a chemistry station and all the herbs that you get, you can make your own, you're going to need to pick up this Chem Resistant. Alright. So, at 5 Endurance, Aqua Boy. Water is your ally. You no longer take radiation damage from swimming and can breathe underwater. And that's at rank 1. Wow. There's actually a quest that I did. Again, with water. You've got to dive in the water, do 3 valves, and because I was swimming around the surface, I looked at my HP bar and half of it was radiation. Then I went up the road and this big ass scorpion jumped out on me and just one-shot me. And I was sat there going, wow. So that quest that I got fuck all from took all my health off me, and now if I go up that road I've got a big beastie that I've got to kill and I've got no health to deal with it. If I have Aqua Boy, I'm not taking any radiation, and yay, I'm not going to get slapped by that big ass beastie that was up the road. It would have been very, very, very handy at that point. The thing is, if you're swimming around in water and you're taking radiation, as long as it doesn't kill you, and you've got, you can put your gas mask on. If you're swimming around in water and you know there's no beasties in there, just throw on masses of radiation resistance. Use a Rad-X for the plus 100 rad resistance. You're not going to take much radiation. And then you can use a Rad-Away, get rid of it. It just takes time. You have to sit there watching it. It doesn't take it instantly away. It does it over time. So, it's handy. So let's have a look at the second rank 2 of Aqua Boy. You become totally undetectable while submerged. That could be handy. Level 21. So, if you accidentally run round a corner, not paying attention and rub into a load of ghoulies that you can't get away from, and there's a lake nearby, and you can't kill them, and just leg it, sprint as fast as you can, and go and jump in the water and dive, you're going to lose them. You're going to de-aggro them, and then go back and try again. The other thing is, I've only seen one bit of water so far. Whether or not later in the game there are quests where you have to go in the water and there are radiated beasts in there that'll just rip you to pieces, that's going to help you get through quests like that. You're going to be invisible, undetectable, so you're going to be able to swim around those beasts. Has its uses. Early game, not something I'd pick up myself, but yeah, potentially has its uses later in the game. Alright, with 6 Endurance, we can get Rad Resistance, so exposure to the wasteland has made you more resilient, instantly granting plus 10 radiation resistance. Alright, so at level 13 you get plus 20, and at level 26 you get plus 30. Pretty simple. as I've been discussing all about the radiation, so radiation resistance, if you've got the food one, you're taking no radiation from that. If you've taken the water one, you get no radiation from swimming. There are patches of ground where you can see that there's waste dumped, and yes, there's radiation there, so you'll still take that radiation tick. The wild beasts, when they attack you, you get radiation from them, so I should find these mechanics out, how the resistance affects the damage, whether it's percentage based or not. I'll have to have a look, and I'll get back. I'll probably do a video on that, explaining how damage resistances work. Don't forget, not only if something hits you and does your radiation, not only do you take the damage, you take the radiation, which permanently reduces your HP. So, depending on how well you're managing your radiation, really depends on whether you want to pick up this rad resistance or not. Myself, I probably wouldn't pick it up early game, mid game, late game. I'll see how I'm doing with the radiation. It's probably something that I'd end up picking up if I've got spare points. But there's so many points that I'd want to spend on things. It's like, yeah, okay, let's see. All right then, Endurance 7. Your skeleton has been infused with indestructible metal, reducing limb damage by 30%. So this is going to be 60, and that's going to be limb damage is completely eliminated. Now, looking back at the abilities that were before, you can cripple people's limbs, you can get broken legs, you can get broken arms. Broken arms are going to affect your aim. You get a broken leg, you can't run, and you move slower. So, again, it's just a survival thing. There are a couple of big beasties that I've come across, and they've clouted me, and on that first hit, they get a lucky hit and they break my leg. I can't get away from them, so they're all over me, they're on top of me. If I had the adamantium skeleton, maybe call the character Wolverine, but if I had the adamantium skeleton, it might have helped. I might not have had that chance where my leg got broken and I couldn't get away, and it'd make the fight a little bit easier. So let's see, rank level 13 and level 26. I probably picked them up. But again, it's a personal opinion one. Alright, so at Endurance 8, we've got Cannibal. Feast on mortal flesh and to heal your wounds. Eating human corpses restores health. I think this is a roleplay perk. You make that conscious choice to be a cannibal. There is plenty of food, combined with other perks and things and meds. There's plenty out there for you to heal on. You don't essentially really need to feast on mortal flesh. How much healing it does, I don't know. Eating ghoul or super mutant corpses restores health. Yeah, eating human, ghoul or super mutant corpses now restores a significant amount of health. But you've got to be level 38 for it, level 19 there. I think that's a roleplay perk. You make that conscious decision that you're going to build a beast of a behemoth character who's going to eat people that he kills. Not something I'd pick up personally, this perk. Mind you, I might backtrack on that later in the game when I find out that there's no healing items anywhere and I need food. There isn't any. I could eat a corpse that I've just killed. Yeah, it's got its uses. Anything that restores your health has a use, but I think it is more of a roleplay one. Right, Ghoulish. Sure, you're still human on the outside. Radiation now regenerates your lost health. Now that's interesting. There's quite a few beasts out there that hit you hard, and when they hit you, they do radiation. So, say they would normally give you 10 radiation, they're actually going to regenerate your healing. That's interesting. Radiation now regenerates even more of your lost health. And radiation now regenerates even more of your lost health, and some feral ghouls will randomly become friendly. I've only bumped into one pack of feral ghouls so far, and they were a fucking nightmare. Mainly because they take quite a few shots to take down, and when they see it, they just come charging at you, and they're in your face melee combat. So that's the only reason they're difficult. They're not exactly hard. They go down piece of piss, but it takes a lot of ammo to take them down. So if they potentially become your friend and leave you alone, and there's a lot of them, they're everywhere. Again, might help for wandering around the wastelands and doing what you've got to do. The radiation regeneration, I'm attracted to that. I kind of like the idea of that. Because again, I could just go and sit, but whether or not you'd still get the radiation, so it reduces your max health or not, I don't know. I'll have a play about with that one and report back to you. Or if anybody's tried it and knows already whether or not, because radiation reduces your top end, your max health. So if it stops radiation from reducing your max health but actually regenerates you, very powerful in that aspect and well worth the perk points. Very much so. Right, so endurance 10, solar powered. So you catch some raids, gain +2 strength and endurance between the hours of 6 AM and 6 PM. Right, so this is opposite to the vampire one up here. This one was more suited to my playstyle because I creep around, and at night time I'd get a bit more experience and be a bit more accurate with my sniper rifle, which plays towards the sniper. This one, say you went a strength character, yeah, you're going to get more HP and be all in all stronger out during the day, which, yeah, it could be handy. Sunlight slowly heals your radiation damage at 27. That's worth picking up. And sunlight regenerates your lost health at level 50. That's something I think I'd definitely pick up. Because I'd probably be doing most of my crafting and looting, excuse me. If I was out doing my looting, say I cleared a town, there's no more bad guys in there, but I hadn't looted it, I could pick up this, 1 point in it, with endurance 10, and off I go looting. I can carry more, because I've got 2 more strength. I then got more endurance, so if I do bump into any wasteland creatures on the way, if they hit me, it's not that big of a deal because I've gained extra endurance. Besides that, at the max level, I'm going to be level 50, mind, but while I'm wandering around and I'm taking little bits of damage here and there from these shitty little rats that are beating on me, that I'm killing dead easy, but they're just pissing me off because they're giving me radiation and chipping away my health. I'm out trying to get stuff. I'm trying to make money while I'm out doing all this loot. I don't want to be spending my Radexes or my Radaways or my medpacks. So I go and do that kind of thing in the day, like I was saying before, if I've got the perception skill, because I'll be killing at night, getting my XP there. I'm out doing my little crafting stuff. I'm going to regenerate, my radiation's going to go down, and I'm going to be able to carry more. For my playstyle, that's going to get 3 points. Guaranteed. I'll be taking endurance to 10, and I'll be sticking 3 points in that straight away. So if you think about, but taking endurance to 10. Yeah, but take endurance to 10. You're going to need that HP later game. I've got like endurance 4, and I'm already taking. I'm already finding it some fights a little bit difficult with the low HP. When I get later game and I've got low HP, it's going to be ridiculously difficult. So I'm going to need this endurance tree maxed out and 10 points in it. Put the 10 points in it and get that solar powered. That, just from the small amount of play that I've done, that's a very, very important perk that does need maxing out, guys. So make sure that you're picking this one up. It's going to be a while. It's saying level 27 for rank 2 and level 50 for rank 3, so it's going to take you some time to get there anyway. But you want to be picking that one up. In my opinion, guaranteed. Pick that one up. Anyway, guys, that's the endurance tree. I quite like some of these. They're all about, as you remember from if you saw the infomercial there, it was all about surviving the wasteland, and looking at them all, they are all survivalist kind of skills. And quite a few of them definitely worth picking up. I'll probably be spending a lot of perk points in the endurance tree. I haven't early game. I've only got, in this character, I've only got 4 endurance. But I think a lot of my perks will be going into this. Once I've got my damage and my weapons sort of perks and my equipment perks sorted out, I'll probably be focusing a lot into endurance. I like the tree. I really do like the look of that tree, and it's just gonna make your game that little bit easier. So there you go, guys. I hope it was informative for you and helpful in designing your characters. It might help you put a bit of thought in how you want to actually design your character there. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit that like button, and also if you do subscribe to my channel, you'll be kept up to date with any further videos and guides that I do. So again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video, guys. Bye bye.